Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we are on lesson 344. And today's lesson is, today I learned the law of love, that what I give my brother is my gift to me. And it begins with the prayer. This is your law, my Father, not my own. I have not understood what giving means and thought to save what I desired for myself alone. And as I looked upon the treasure that I thought I had, I found an empty place where nothing ever was or is or will be. Who can share a dream? And what can an illusion offer me? Yet, whom I forgive will give me gifts beyond the worth of anything on earth. Let my forgiven brothers fill my store with heaven's treasures, which alone are real. This is the law of love fulfilled. And thus, your son arises and returns to you. And it goes on to say how near we are to one another as we go to God. How near is he to us? How close the ending of the dream of sin and the redemption of the Son of God. You know, and as it expresses here, everything and nothing in the illusion and what is real. The illusion is not real. We only make it real in our mind. What is real is love. And that is who we are. That is who our brothers and sisters are. And again, remember, the illusion in reality cannot coexist. We are either living in the illusion or we're living in what is true, in what is real. We're either living in the fear, which is not real, or we're living in the truth that God is love, that we are love. We are created in the image and likeness of love. That is the truth. So this morning or today, I am moved to, inspired to read from the text. And it is chapter 7, which is the gifts of the kingdom, and section 7, which is the totality of the kingdom. So here's what this section 7 offers us. The totality of the kingdom. Whenever you deny a blessing to a brother, you will feel deprived, because denial is as total as love. It is as impossible to deny part of the sonship as it is to love it in part. Nor is it possible to love it totally at all times. So you cannot be totally committed sometimes. Denial has no power in itself, but you can give it to the power of your mind, whose power is without limit. If you use it to deny reality, reality is gone for you. Reality cannot be partly appreciated. That is why denying any part of it means you have lost the awareness of all of it. Yet denial is a defense. And so it is, as capable of being used positively as well as negatively. Used negatively, it can be destructive because it will be used for attack. But in the service of the Holy Spirit, it can help you recognize part of reality and thus appreciate all of it. Mind is too powerful to be subject to exclusion. You will never be able to exclude yourself from your thoughts. When a brother acts insanely, he is offering you an opportunity to bless him. And I'm going to add there to add some compassion in your heart. His need is yours. You need the blessing you can offer him. There is no way for you to have it except by giving it. This is the law of God, and it has no exceptions. What you deny, you lack. Not because it's lacking, but because you've denied it in another and therefore not aware of it in yourself. So if you deny the love in your brother, you've denied the love in yourself. You've blocked that awareness because love is always present. Love is always present in your brother and your sister and yourself. We only deny it and cover it up with the ego. We cover it up by judging our brother, our sister, or ourself. So every response you make is determined by what you think that you are. And what you want to be is what you think you are. Again, this is all the mind. What do you think you are? That's the question to ask yourself as you continue to reflect on this particular lesson and on this text today. Again, you may want to take out your journal and really, do some journaling on this. Again, every response you make is determined by what you think you are, and what you want to be is what you think you are. What you want to be then must determine every response that you make. You do not need God's blessing because that you have forever. But you do need yours. The ego's picture of you is deprived, is unloving, and vulnerable. So whenever you're feeling deprived, unloving, or vulnerable, know that you're caught up in the ego thought system. You're caught into your ego identity versus the truth of who you are as love. You cannot love this. You cannot love this being deprived, unloving, and vulnerable. Yet you can very easily escape from this image by leaving that behind, letting it go. You are not there, and that is not you. You are not deprived, you are not unloving, and you are not vulnerable. You only believe that you are. It says, do not see this picture in anyone or yourself, again, or anyone, or you have accepted it as you. All illusions about the sonship are dispelled together as they were made together. Teach no one that he is what you would not want to be. Your brother is the mirror. It's the mirror reflection in which you see the image of yourself as long as perception lasts. And perception will last until the sonship knows itself as whole. You made perception, Jesus says, and it must last as long as you want it. We can ask ourselves the question, how long do we want this perception? It said illusions are investments. They will last as long as you value them. Values are relative, but they are powerful because they are mental mind judgments. The only way to dispel illusions, which are not real, is to withdraw all investment from them. And they will have no life for you because you will have put them out of your mind. There's no life in illusions. There's only, I'm going to use the word death. There's no life. If there's no life, there's death. We live fully in love. So while you include them, the illusions, you are giving, again, we're giving life to them. And there really is no life in them. We only think there is, except there is nothing, here it says, there to receive your gift. The gift of life is yours to give because it was given to you. You are unaware of your gift because you do not give it. That's what the lesson is bringing to us today and reminding us of. You cannot make nothing live, since nothing can be enlivened. The illusions are nothing. Therefore, you are not extending the gift you both have and are, and so you do not know your being. Your being is love. That's the gift that you have, that I have, that we have. All confusion comes from not extending life, because that is not the will of your Creator. You do nothing apart from your Creator, and you do nothing apart from Him. Keep His way to remember yourself, and teach His way lest you forget yourself. Give only honor to the sons of the living God, and count yourself among them gladly. Only honor is a fitting gift for those whom God Himself created worthy of honor and whom He honors. Give them the appreciation God accords them always, because they are His beloved sons in whom He is well pleased. You cannot be apart from them because you are not apart from God. This is the belief that we are undoing. We believe we are separated at a deep level. At an unconscious level, we believe that we're separate from God, and we are not. You cannot be apart from them because, again, you are not apart from God. Rest in God's love and protect the rest by loving. But love everything that God created, of which you are a part, and you cannot learn of His peace and accept His gift for yourself and as yourself. You cannot know your own perfection until you have honored all those who were created like you. One child of God is the only teacher sufficiently worthy to teach another. One teacher is in all minds, and he teaches the same lesson to all. He always teaches you the inestimable worth of every son of God, teaching it with infinite patience, born of the infinite love for which He speaks. Every attack is a call on His patience, since His patience can translate attack into blessing. Those who attack do not know they are blessed. They attack because they believe that they are deprived. Give therefore of your abundance and teach your brothers theirs. Do not share their illusions of scarcity, and you will perceive yourself as lacking. So if you see the scarcity in your brothers, guess what? It is a mere reflection of you seeing the scarcity within yourself, the lack within yourself. Attack could never promote attack unless you perceive it as a means of depriving you of something you want. So, what I'm present to as I'm reading that, the more that I see the lack in my brothers, again, it's only a reflection of how much I'm still, again, seeing the lack in myself. I keep projecting that out onto them. And the more that I keep projecting it onto them is the evidence of how I am perceiving the lack in myself. So the ego will continue to play that game of showing you, a brother or a sister that you have a judgment about, that you are blaming for your lack of love, your lack of peace, blaming them for your triggers. Again, they're only showing you what is lacking within you, and that's the work. So again, attack could never promote attack unless you perceive it as a means of depriving you of something that you want. Yet you cannot lose anything unless you do not value it and therefore do not want it. Their question comes to me, do I want, do I value love? Do you want, do you really value love? Or am I entertaining more attack? This makes you feel deprived of it, and by projecting your own rejection, you will believe that others are taking it from you. You must be fearful if you believe that your brother is attacking you to tear the kingdom of heaven from you. This is the ultimate basis for all of the ego's projection. Being the part of your mind that does not believe it is responsible for itself and being without allegiance to God, the ego is incapable of trust. We are not going to develop the trust as long as we are in the ego mind. Projecting its insane belief that you have been treacherous to your creator. It believes that your brothers, who are as incapable of this as you are out to take God from you. Whenever a brother attacks another, that is what he believes. Projection always sees your wishes in others. If you choose to separate yourself from God, that is what you will think others are doing to you. You are the will of God. Do not accept anything else as your will, or you are denying what you are. Deny this and you will attack, believing you have been attacked. But see the love of God in you and you will see it everywhere, because it is everywhere. Again, when I read that, it's like, okay, where am I blocking it? If I am not seeing love everywhere, then I am blocking it. I am responsible for the block. It says, see God's abundance in everyone, and you will know that you are in Him, in God with them. They are part of you as you are part of God. You are as lonely without understanding this as God Himself is lonely when His sons do not know Him. This peace of God is understanding this. There is only one way out of the world's thinking, just as there is only one way into it. Understand totally by understanding totality. Perceive any part of the ego's thought system as wholly insane. The ego thought system as wholly delusional and wholly undesirable, and you have correctly evaluated all of it. This correction enables you to perceive any part of creation as wholly real, wholly perfect, and wholly desirable. Wanting this, only you will have this only. And giving this, only you will be only this. The gifts you offer to the ego are always experienced as sacrifices. But the gifts you offer to the kingdom are gifts to you that will always be treasured by God because they belong to His beloved sons who belong to God. All power and glory are yours because the kingdom is God's. So that is the reading from the text, chapter 7, the gifts of the kingdom. and the totality of the kingdom. I hope that has been a helpful reflection and a helpful read for you. My suggestion is to read it again. It's very powerful. There is a lot to put into practice there. And to apply to today's lesson, which is today I learned the law of love, that what I give my brother is my gift to me. So as I give love to my brother, that is what I receive, is the gift that I am, the gift of love. That is what is true. That is what is real. That is the gift of God, love. All right. Again, I hope that's been helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I'm deeply grateful. Please go below, as always, to like, comment, and please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to this channel. And again, share this video out. If you're on Facebook, please share it out, because I do also put this video on Facebook. This is on YouTube presently as I'm doing this. And you can share that out as well, because there are people looking for these principles. We are all searching for the love that is within us. We're all looking outside as opposed to going within. And the course is guiding us, giving us the practices and the principles to discover the truth that we are, that is within us, the love that we are. All right. So I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 345. All right. Until then, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now.